What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Really do appreciate you being here. Something a little different today. I had AUSPRINT send me across one of their printers, and today we're going to do a video review of me unboxing it, setting it up and taking you through, and to let you know if it's worth your time. Now, I will be 100% honest. They've sent me this for free. They're not paying me for this. I'm giving my honest review on this. I don't need this, and I was very honest with that in that conversation when we went through this situation. So I'm excited to be able to share it with you, something cool, new gadget. I know a lot of you are always looking to upgrade your printers and to find the best solution. This is the normal model, basically, meaning plug and play. It's not a Wi-Fi version, but we'll go through all those details as we get into it. So let's unbox this bad boy. Alright, so now we're actually going to unbox this and actually see what's actually in here. Alright, so I have the actual device itself. Oh, there's instructions right at the top. Flip for instructions, which is pretty cool. Quick little setup guide, which we'll go through shortly. There's some extra labels that you get with it as well. Then we have all the cables. We have USB cable, which is obviously going to be essential for this. One thing to take note, if you do have a Mac, you will likely need a dongle for this one. Then we have the power unit, which of course we need the power unit, and then the cable for the power unit. AUSPRINT. All right, so this is the device itself. Seems pretty straightforward. It's actually a really good size. Actually, it's pretty lightweight as well. Like, you know, it's not awkward and heavy, and if you turn it upside down, nothing's going to open up and fall out of it. All right, well, let's see what the setup says. It says basically, quick setup guide is you've got to plug in your new printer with the supplied USB cable, and then plug in the adapter and press on. Straightforward, right? Then we have to download some drivers, which you'll have to have internet access, and then you just need to set up your label holder and load your new printer. Now, this does not come with a label holder. Basically, we had to just flat lay these behind, so it should be pretty simple. All right, let's take it over to the laptop and get this started and see how it is to set it up. All right, so now we're actually going to set this bad boy up. I've got the laptop here. I've got a nice long space because we are going to have to put these behind it. And first thing what we're going to do is follow the quick instructions. If you haven't seen these, here they are. And I've got them down here as well. But essentially, plug in your new printer into your computer with the supplied USB cable, then plug in the adapter and switch your printer on. All right, so we have plug in your printer to the computer into here by the looks of it. Yep. And we're going to plug him straight in onto the laptop. Do that as well. So, down here. Goes into the power unit like that. And then we're going to put this bad boy in here. All right, so now we should be able to just turn the printer on. Straightforward. Okay. Self-test page. As you can see here, that was already in it. So that means it's working. Open up your browser and download the drivers from the following link. All right, I'm going to do this real time. All right, so this is what you have. Okay. We're doing USB, download the Mac driver, optional watch driver. Okay, you can watch the setup, but I'm just going to do download Mac driver and save to make sense. So when you do this, you will actually most likely on the Mac get an error, which is saying that it's, you know, not trusted. I did then open up the guide, which takes you through how to get through this. So you need to go through this guide, go through some system preferences, and just change some of the security parameters. I'm obviously going to do this without showing you all my settings of my own. But do follow through the guide. This is part of the process to set it up. It makes sense. You don't have to freak out. It does say, because it's an unauthorized app, Apple is not aware of it. And it's just basically to protect you. But if you go through these steps in the guide, it will be a seamless process. So I'm going to do that right now. And you can see me on the other camera and we'll do it. All right, I've now done that. It literally took me 30 seconds to go through this and do it. So very, very easy, guys. Very, very easy. Jumping back over onto the guide that they've provided, we need to go to printers and scanners and we need to set up the printers. Once again, very straightforward process. So I'm going to go ahead and get this up now for myself. All right, so we have opened up the printers and scanners. Again, this is in the guide. You can go through it in detail. And essentially, you're just going to select AUSPRINT, which makes sense. Location, yep, all good. Makes sense. Use driver, AUSPRINT. A lot of this actually automatically just comes through. It's very straightforward. And it's just going to set it up. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. Now there is some little statements here that says, select AUSPRINT if you have an AUSPRINT. If you have the AUSPRINT Pro, obviously you need to select the AUSPRINT Pro. So if you have the wrong driver, it's not going to work. So make sure you keep that in mind as well. Okay, now we are done. All right, so now you're probably thinking, okay, so now that we've installed the drivers, what do we actually have to do? There is actually a little guide link that you can click on the manual that comes with it. And basically it's going to give you I think it's like a 18-page document that will take you through how to do this. So we're now going to do the folded paper loading process, which seems to be pretty straightforward. We're going to find out. All right, so there's two little buttons on the side here that you're going to want to push. And when you push these two together, it opens up like this, which is pretty neat, as you can see here. Ta-da! And what we're actually going to do is follow I'm just going to actually read the guide and see what we need to do. And essentially what we're doing is we're taking the folded paper and we're loading it into the back of the machine. Just goes straight like this. Just forward a little bit. And he's going to go just like that. Okay, I think this is right. So we're going to test this now. It seems like that's the next step to actually make this happen. All right, team, so I've now got my labels ready to go. I actually had to just go through and get them ready to do. Got nothing to do with the printer, just making sure the orders are ready to be printed. And I'm now going to test this. I've got I think I've got 16 orders, or probably even less than that. It's probably about 13 orders that I'm going to print off. These are all just local, domestic. None of them are express. They're all just normal, standard postage. So we're going to test this right now. Obviously never done this before, so you're going to see it firsthand here. All right, it's working really well. All right, and it's that simple. So actually, I'm actually really impressed with this. This is really good, very seamless. Like, this worked a charm. It's printing out, yeah, pretty quick as well. Probably just as quick as my Dymo. So I'm currently using a Dymo 4XL, which does work a charm. There's been a lot of issues with using, if you go to the next model, using non-branded Dymo labels. Whereas these guys, you can use any labels, I believe. Obviously these ones came with it. So this was actually pretty good. I'm actually very happy with this, very impressed. There are a few other features that you can probably do with this. You can add your own logos. You can get colorful express labels that you can print out as well. And yeah, but so far I'm very impressed. All right, it's been about probably 6-7 weeks since I started using the AUSPRINT, and it's actually probably been the best thing that has happened. So the AUSPRINT is, well, it's well worth it. It is well guaranteed to actually speed up your process, because I've been using these bad boys, and this one, look, there's nothing wrong with these. And I said that to AUSPRINT when I first got this, that, you know, if this is working better, I will use this, and I have been using this ever since. I did go ahead and purchase an extra little wheel here so that I can use my old Dymo labels, because I've got a lot. And this thing's been working a charm. It's very fast, very quick, very efficient, seamless, hasn't stuffed up, and yeah, I love it. My worker loves it, and I highly recommend it. So they're not paying me to say this. I've been using it. It's now under here. It makes it a lot easier. Plugs in pretty easy with the laptop as well. So a big thumbs up from me. We're about to run out.